I don't know what microphone it's using,
Oh, yeah, that's the next issue.
right?
Will that pick
So
up?
hopefully they can hear us,
Right.
hopefully.
Can you hear me now? Where's my comments? Hold on. All right, I don't know. Can y'all hear us if you're in? If anybody is in? I know we're a half an hour late here,
Technical difficulties.
always.
It's my fault. I brought the
We're
black
blaming
cloud.
you.
That's why our lives are so messed up all the time. I
Right.
just bring the live black cloud.
Okay, I have no idea. Anybody have their phone number? I'll just do mine since nobody's in here at the moment. Hi Deborah,
Hello.
can you hear
Hi.
us? I'm going in my own page here.
Yeah,
Oh, okay, we can hear. Okay, good.
it's not great, but, just everybody talk loud.
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna yell so you can hear us today. If anybody's in here, share us out. And let's get some people in here so we can get this show started.
Holy crap, what the hell did you do?
You broke, oh no, she broke it, sorry.
I broke it.
Holy cow.
That would, you already discussed this. here.
Discussed who broke it?
Yeah.
Yep, it was me.
It was you, that's who we're going with?
Yep, it was me.
Okay.
I'll take the blame for that one.
Yes.
Well,
She's taking the blame.
we apologize for the grainy picture, the horrible sound. We had to go to our backup format, which is directly through Facebook. Normally, we don't do that. So we apologize, but here we are. We have made it.
We made it.
Half an hour late,
Half an hour late,
but we
so
made it.
everybody come back. If you left, come back, okay? So if you're hearing me now after you left, come back right now. It's time to come back.
You're
Okay.
confusing them. Right? Hi, Rob.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
Hey.
Welcome to the show, guys. I am the Baron. This is the Miss Cindy Knight, and we have two wonderful guests with us. They were here last year. We run into them all the freaking time at all the different shows. From Spencer Events, a.k.a. Halfway to Halloween, Joel and April.
Hello.
Hey,
Welcome,
everybody.
What?
Well,
There you go.
woo! We do have somebody out in the crowd tonight.
You may find out who that is.
Yes, we will have another guest on here in a short while. A short while.
Hi, Jen.
So, you guys, this is your
Fourth
Fourth
year.
year.
fourth year doing this. Are you looking at this as possibly your biggest one yet?
Yes.
Yes, we are.
What's going on that's going to make this thing the biggest one yet?
Hello.
Well, we got a haunted walkthrough this year that Deranged Haunt, as well as the Scream Machine, is putting on. We're working together to do all that.
Right?
And we also got Erebus,
Yep.
who signed up.
Okay, nice.
Nightmare Around Kalamazoo is also signed up. Bates Haunted Sawmill is also going to be there as well.
Wow.
Yep.
So if you guys like haunted houses, this is going to be a great show to go to. Last year you had a couple there that really enhanced the experience. Lots of vendors. How many vendors you got this year?
165, give or take.
No, 172, I think, is the current count.
172 vendors. If you go to this show and you can't find something, if you walk out of there with nothing because you said, I couldn't find anything,
There's
then
something wrong with
There's
you.
something
Right.
wrong with you. That's
You're
a
lying.
you problem.
Yeah.
You're lying.
That's a you problem.
Or you
So,
just didn't bring enough money.
Scurvy's in the
That's
house.
it. That's
Hey,
it.
Scurvy.
Hey, Scurvy.
What's up? So you guys, being the big show that it is,
We do have a couple other things that we're
Okay.
doing this year. So we have some live performers coming, some fire breathers, fire eaters. There's going to be a giant fire ring, some silk performers. We also have the hearse show.
how many hearses you got so far?
About
So far we have
23, 24?
Yeah, I think we have
Nice.
24 pre-registered, which, by
Nice.
the way, if you have a hearse and you pre-register, we do have a special gift that you'll get when you attend.
Ooh.
Nice. Well, St. John's Jason said that he's gonna be there,
Yes.
in J3 costumes.
Yep,
Right?
we're excited about that.
I think
Yeah.
J3 Costumes actually has a booth, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they do.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, we got a lot of really, really good vendors this year that we're super excited about.
Wonderful.
And then Deborah, I'm not ignoring you.
Yeah, please bear with us if you just came in. One, if we sound like we're yelling, it's because we have to, because we had major difficulties. Our normal software was not working, so we had to go to a backup plan, so our mic and everything is like way over there. The camera is awful, everything's awful except my wonderful set. My set is sweet.
But you
You're
can't see.
forgetting somebody.
Right.
Well,
See?
she always looks good, so, you know.
See, everybody but him can, you know. I don't know, what,
It's just
what?
a given. Do I gotta say it every week?
I
Come
mean,
on.
we need to hear it sometimes.
No,
Okay,
all the time,
all the time.
all the time.
Okay.
No, so Deborah was saying, Cindy was talking with me last week. If I remember correctly, I'm a haunt actress of Eloise in Westland, Michigan.
Eloise is cool.
Eloise is cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Eloise, they actually applied, this year, but because they only applied about a week and a half ago, we didn't have any
Oh,
space.
Yeah.
left, which
See,
is
that's
a-
what happens. If you
We
wait
took
too
it all.
long, if you wait too long on these big shows, you're gonna be left out in the dust.
We have actually been sold out since October.
Since October.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the only people that are getting in at this point is if we have cancellations or backouts.
Right. Sorry if
Has
I'm like,
been invited out to at least attend the event?
Yes, we did invite
If we
them
don't
to
have any
attend,
cancellations
yes.
or anything?
okay. Well, hopefully you don't have any cancellations.
Let's hope not.
I'm sitting here messing with my hair because I was frazzled over there. We were all frazzled, so I'm still trying to look presentable for the audience. I mean,
Like a girl.
yeah, I mean, they want to see this. They want to see it look right. Right? Am I wrong?
I don't know, all I see is
Am
a
I
big
wrong?
ear.
I know, I don't know why. Oh, it's this ear. See, I'm over here, right, I see it covered. Yeah, I don't know why my ear is sticking out there.
Scurvy's back.
Yep. I don't know where he went, but
Why
need
is
a
this
break.
on? You don't need
Right.
that on.
I don't know.
Yeah, there we go.
Now, so, before we go any further, the pumpkin suit has been officially retired.
Aww.
Working on something completely new. And because of that, Sick and Scurvy,
You get the pumpkin.
you guys are going to be obtaining the pumpkin cane.
Oh,
You'll be able to pick it up at the show on May 11th.
that's awesome.
Well,
So
let's
it's being
see,
handed down to you guys.
I gotta see the whole, probably go nuts here in a second.
Woo, yeah.
I mean, he did try to take Joel out for his pumpkin shoot.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
There you go.
yeah. So you talked about some of the performers.
Yes.
You got the fire breathers.
Okay, there it is.
There
Ooh.
it is.
Okay.
We're waiting for that.
Yeah.
We're kind of all in a pause,
Right.
waiting for that.
It's just wait, scurvy answer.
Right.
So you've got all these different performers,
Yes.
the fire eaters.
Yes.
What's up? I mean, fire eater and a fire. Is there a
Breather?
fire swallower?
Yeah,
Breather?
so I guess-
What's the difference?
So from what I understand, and please somebody correct me if I'm wrong, because I do not swallow or breathe fire. So
Fire.
just putting that out there.
Fire.
Fire.
Okay.
So, apparently the
But
fire
you swallow
eaters.
other things.
I do. I have been known to.
Get your mind out of it.
Actually, so much so that I thought about teaching myself to be a sword swallower.
Okay, so what are some things that,
So-
now that you got me like intrigued,
I'm trying to behave. I'm really trying to behave.
So from what I understand, a fire eater is somebody who will take, they have, of course, specially designed equipment, but they have, it's essentially some sort of stick with something on the end that holds fuel, and when they eat the fire, they will put it into their mouth and they put it out with their mouth.
With their mouth. So they're not like getting some hot sauce, putting it in there and swallowing it and making a meal out of the freaking fire.
No, that's my husband.
See, that's sweet. That's what I wanted to see.
just see my mind went in the gutter.
Mine did too.
Y'all are nasty. Y'all are nasty.
Welcome to the Baron and Cindy Night Show.
Yeah.
Where we swallow things.
Yeah,
We swallow
apparently
these.
lots of things.
So, okay, so yeah.
A
go
fire
ahead.
breather.
Well, fire breather.
So from what I understand, the fire breathers, they actually put something that is combustible in their mouth and they breathe out onto it and it creates a big fireball.
See, I like that. That's cool. I think I'm gonna do that.
It is super cool.
I think the Baron needs
You'd
a
hurt
shtick.
yourself.
I think the Baron needs a shtick.
You
and-
might have to shave your beard though.
Oh, I can't do that.
Well,
I did that once and she almost divorced me.
guess you gotta learn to sword swallow.
Oh, no, I
That'll be interesting.
He'd
Yeah.
kill himself.
don't,
Or he'd get like right here,
Yeah.
I'm much too phobic of a person to put something like that down my throat. Yeah, very much so. So no, nothing's going down my throat, folks. Like that.
okay,
What if we pay you?
How much?
How can you negotiate
I'm a
out
phobic
there?
where, you know, I won't put things down my throat, but I am a sellout, so, you know.
yes.
What is that they say? Everything's got a price?
Everything's got a price.
Everything's got a price.
Everything's got a price. Okay, so you got the fire breather, the
Yes.
fire swallowers, who else did you say, is the?
So we have, so it's one, group that's coming out, they're Pyro Circus. They are actually coming from a circus school, and, for the life of me, their name escapes me right now, because I'm a terrible business owner. So they have silk performers that hang from the ceiling
Oh,
with the
yeah.
long silks,
Yep.
and do acrobatics.
Okay.
They
I'm gonna
also-
do that.
Yes, that looks so cool.
She's afraid of heights, ain't happening.
And they have a fire ring that they bring out that
Okay.
somebody performs inside the fire ring, from what I understand. Yeah, they have a lot of different acrobatics. They do a lot of different fire stunts. They didn't tell us exactly everything that they talked about, incorporating possibly some new things for our show. They're very excited about coming because they say that we have given them the most creative freedom that they have
Nice.
had for a show.
And that,
So-
we always say that, when people
Yeah.
come in here to do some of our artwork on our walls and our buildings and stuff like that, they, all right, what do you want? What do you want? I say, I give them the basics, it has to
Right.
say this or have this look, but total artist, freedom. And you get the best work that way. You get
Absolutely.
the be- If you put too many restraints on them, it's your shit. you
And
know?
yeah, well, and they're not happy about it.
Yeah, they're not happy.
Well, not
they're
only
not-
that, but I don't think ever, if you have like a vision in your head and you're not the artist, someone else is never going to be able to create necessarily the exact vision that you
Right,
have in your
yeah.
head. So I feel like, for me personally, I feel like I'm better off, like you said, giving light direction and then
Yep.
just seeing what comes out of it.
Yep, just give them a little idea of what it has to be.
Yep.
Our friends that made our sign for the museum over here and the sign for the shop over here, just told them what it had to say.
Yeah.
And it has, you know, this one has to have this vibe, this one has to have that vibe, and that's it.
Well, I mean, I feel like there's a reason that you hire a particular artist, because you like their style and their
Exactly.
aesthetic and their work.
Yeah.
So, you know, I always say I leave things to the professionals.
Yeah,
You
absolutely.
know, and they are artists. I am
Yeah.
not.
Yep.
So,
Let them do their thing.
Yes.
So if you're one of those people that has a project, a business, and you want some artwork from a specific artist, give them the freedom. Don't be that one that just stands over, nope, this has got to be this way, this has got to be this way. You're going to get crap work, because you had to hire an artist for a reason.
Yes.
Because you're not an artist.
That's right.
So don't tell them how to do it. That's my rant for today. I have to have at least one rant today.
And what's the saying though? If you can't do it, hire somebody.
Exactly.
Yes.
And there's a reason why you can't do it.
Yes.
If it was so easy, you would do it yourself.
Do it yourself.
Exactly.
yep.
If y'all are just coming in, I know we were running very late with technical difficulties. We apologize for that, hence the reason the video is really crappy looking. The sound is probably even crappier, that's why we're yelling. But with us are Joel and April from Halfway to Halloween,
Hey,
which
everybody.
is
Hello.
next month, May 11th.
You are correct.
May 11th. All sorts of entertainment, a gazillion, 170-some vendors, haunted attractions there doing their thing,
We have a costume contest
costume
this year.
contest.
Yes.
Entertainment, and of course,
Yes.
the Baron and Cindy Knight.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Entertainment.
We will be broadcasting live like we did last year, which was our highest rated show all year.
That's great.
Yeah. It was,
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was,
That's great.
'cause we keep tallies of how many viewers we have for each show, and yeah, you guys were the number one.
And you know
spot
what?
for that.
It's great to have you there. I think it you know, it does amazing things for both of us, because
Yeah.
you guys have an audience that we don't reach, and we have an audience that you might not
Right.
have to reach.
Well, and
over.
we have an
So-
audience that, you know, the funny thing is, we're here in Lansing, Michigan. I guarantee you, we have nobody from Lansing, Michigan.
Yeah, you do, you got Janice.
Oh, Janice and Eric. Sorry, Janice.
Hey,
and
Janice
Eric.
from Lansing.
But we really don't have much
And Michelle.
following within Lansing.
Okay,
They're all mostly out of state, definitely out of the area here.
Or out of the country.
But
Yeah,
if
yeah.
we're doing a live broadcast somewhere, and they see, because our peeps, I'll
Yeah.
call them my peeps, this is what they do, they go to conventions.
Yeah.
So if they see this convention, maybe they don't get to it this year.
Right.
Because they're just learning about
but
it
then it's on the radar for next year.
next year, exactly. So hopefully, the people that were watching it last year, oh yeah, I remember that show, we gotta go to that one this year. So that's why we like doing the live, remote broadcasts, because it does bring in, a lot of different people from where they might not have come up for it.
Well, also, I think people who even attend the show that haven't seen you guys before.
Right, yeah, you got that
You know
whole
what I mean?
element. Yeah, so we benefit from that, 'cause we get a new audience ourselves.
Right, right.
You know, we've got a couple people that are pretty, regular that come on our shows. One of them, I think he's from Chicago, like, if I remember right, he's from Chicago, I believe, but we met him there. And he's
Yeah.
loved the show ever since. And there's a few other people that did as well, so thank you so much for that. Are you caught up on stuff there? I know I've been yapping here.
You always, yeah. That's
Okay,
why I
I'm
just
giving
sit
you
here.
a brief opportunity to jump in and take my thunder.
You
And now
did,
she's
see?
tongue-tied.
See?
Now she's
No,
tongue-tied.
because I knew exactly that. As soon as I would start talking, then it'd be like, no, no, no.
No, I'm not gonna.
You just did.
It's because you're talking to me.
That's not an excuse.
I'm sure there's comments right
See,
there.
you're still
struggle is
going.
real. The
Okay.
struggle is real.
It is real.
The struggle
It's
is real.
very real. So for you guys, like, you know, with this event, like, because I know I have people come up to me all the time, like, oh, you know what, I might want to do an event this year. You know, and.
Good luck.
Exactly. So what are your, like,
Do you have a life?
Yeah.
right.
Kiss it goodbye.
A lot of blood, sweat, and tears go into it every single day. Especially
It's mostly my sweat and Joel's blood, because I just beat him.
And mine.
Yeah.
And
You're
Nikki's
like-
tears. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Nikki cries, I get angry, and Joel just suffers the wrath of both of us.
And what is your husband?
My husband stays out of the way and just builds things for us.
just stays out of the
So
way.
he just does.
Smart man.
He's just
He
does
makes
what
the, he
everybody
makes the
tells him.
coffee at the show. If anybody gets coffee at the show, that's Casey, that's my husband. He's very happy, very chipper. He's like a happy woodland creature. He's the complete opposite of me.
Well,
Oh.
speaking of coffee, Deadly Grounds Coffee is sponsoring
Yes.
the coffee this year for all you
Yes.
vendors out there,
Oh.
as well as
As attendees.
Yeah, so if you want to taste their coffee before you actually buy some of their bags of coffee, you can.
Yep, you can visit Casey and he'll
Might have to do
brew you
that.
up some Deadly Grounds coffee. He also does use all old school percolators, which I know some people are fans of.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I like that. Yeah, we'll have to try that.
But yeah, no, if someone's thinking about starting their own show or convention, I'll say this. Our first show that Joel put together by himself.
For the VFW Hall out in Livonia, with about 40 vendors.
Yeah.
A couple of you guys probably been to it, and a few of you guys probably vended at it too.
Yep. You know, he asked Casey if he would make coffee for the vendors. And he asked me if I would help out at the door, so I said, absolutely. You know, and then at the end of the show, you know, Joel asked me, he said, I know you've worked with some bigger shows. And I said, yeah. And he said, would you be willing to help me? And I said, sure. I said, I just want you to know, though, if we get in this, we're in it. So you
Right.
need to be dedicated.
Yeah.
Because please understand, when you are trying to put together a show or a convention that is any sort of size, you will do something with it every day.
Yeah.
Every day. Whether it is answering emails, answering phone calls, responding to people via Facebook, making a posting, doing a podcast, a vlog, an appearance, literally every day you will be doing something with that show. So if you have other things in your life that you cannot set aside, do yourself a favor and just don't take that on. I don't want to discourage anybody, But I also just want to be realistic and have you understand the amount of work that goes into, we spend hours and hours and hours, so much so that typically after our event, we take a week off of work and literally out of our lives, because
Yeah.
you have to have that decompressed time. You guys know what that's like.
Yeah, it's all, I don't actually like the big shows. She likes doing the big shows.
Yeah, cause you know,
It's
we
so
have
much.
ours,
Yeah.
but, you know.
It's so much.
Yeah,
It is, it's a lot. It's a lot of coordination,
Yeah.
it's a lot of peopling,
Yeah.
you know.
But I like
and-
peopling.
And you know what, for some people, you know, I tell people this all the time. When I say my husband is the exact opposite of me, when they meet me in public, they're like, you're so nice and you're so chipper and you're so, you know, I mean, yes, and I am, but I'm also fairly introverted. So when I get home, you know, like at the end of the show, like if you see me just tapping out somewhere for like 15 minutes, it's because I gotta kind of take that time and like woosah, because it's
Right.
getting a little overwhelming. And that's pretty much what this is, you know, and everywhere we go now, you know, we went to Transworld this year, we went to Fear Expo, we went to Midwest last year, and everywhere we go, you are on 24/7.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you gotta have that, you're turned on all the time.
Yeah.
And also having to constantly think, what can I do for next year?
Yeah,
We already made
that's the
plans for
other
next
thing.
year
Yeah,
as
you
it
start
is.
thinking
We
about
have-
the next year before you're even done with the dang show you're
Yeah.
working on.
We have plans set out for the next 5 years of
That's awesome.
how we're going to improve each year and get bigger and get more interest, and you know, we work really hard at it. You know, like they said, they see us at most of the shows around. If we have the ability, we do work regular jobs as well. So if we have the ability to go to a show, we do. We show up and, you know, we are feet on the ground talking to people, meeting people, you know, representing our show, also supporting our vendors, because that's the only time we get to shop with
Yeah.
our vendors as
Oh,
well.
yeah.
You cannot shop at your own show, FYI.
Yeah.
So if there's anything that you see that you like, figure out where your vendor is vending,
he
and
tries
then go
though.
there.
I do.
I try too, and then I just become a discombobulated.
Yeah, a lot of times we're probably spending more than the shop actually made, and that's probably why we don't take the shop to, we don't vend really anymore. We do a few select shows, 2, maybe 3 a year. Special shows, very special shows.
Halfway to Halloween is
thank you.
one of them.
We
But it's for
appreciate
a
it.
reason. One, it's a lot of work for us to pack what we have in our shop. It's very fragile, one-of-a-kind stuff. We've talked about that before, but it's just a lot of work. But another thing is, I'll spend the shit out of our profits.
Oh, yeah,
Not even
yeah.
our profits.
Very, very easy
The
to
shit
do.
we haven't even made yet, I'll
Yes.
spend that.
Yep,
Because I see a cool little critter over here on this dude's table that I can't live without.
you just have to have it.
I have to have it.
It spoke to
I
you.
have to rescue it.
Yep,
Somebody else will get it and ruin it.
that's right. It
Yes.
just needs a good parent.
Yes.
He does, to follow him around
That's why I've got all this stuff.
and be like, no.
She's done that to me a few times. She was
yes.
like, oh, this looks cool. No, you probably shouldn't be buying that right now.
So what you're saying
Say
is,
Scurvy says the same thing, I make a
Yep.
sale and I run off to buy
Yep.
something.
buy something.
Yep,
So what you're saying is you're gonna have to put a leash on me like Sewer?
I put a leash on Joel
Yes,
Oh, wow.
at
did.
Fear.
Yeah. Yeah.
I literally, every time I turned around, he's trying to buy something that was like $700, and I'm like,
Oh.
no, stop it, we're not making any money. I'm like, stop it, Joel.
but the other thing I like too, you know, and I think, you know, and we've talked about it before, I don't know if we talked on the live about it, but you know, networking with each other. You
Yeah.
know, you gotta help each other out.
Absolutely.
And, you know, we have your flyers
Yep.
here that you had mailed to me, and I got them actually really fast. You know, and we give them to our customers.
Yeah,
Or they can
and
take them, or,
we
you know,
promote
whatever.
your event. We, you know, we post your lives on our site, and that's the thing. And I feel like we've gotten a little bit of feedback from vendors and from attendees that say that we're different in that aspect. And I guess I didn't realize that when we started this show, is that there isn't a whole lot of, like, there's a community,
Right.
but not within like the shows and the homes.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's weird because for me, I was like, you know, like, Halloween Life actually contacted us and they said, we want to put on a show in Kentucky. Would you mind if we picked your brains? And I'm like, absolutely.
Right.
So while we were at Fear Expo, like we chatted with them, we gave them some input, gave them some ideas. You know, we did advertise their show. If any of our vendors are close to Kentucky or if there is anybody close to Louisville, I know I said that wrong. Everybody in Kentucky is going to yell at me.
Louisville.
Yes.
It's a week after our event as
It's
well.
the week, yeah, it's the week after ours, but.
In another state.
Yeah.
But just like that, like, I mean, there's not, I guess because I have the mentality that vendors cannot make a living at one show.
Not one show, no.
Not at
You
all.
have to vend at multiple shows, like a lot of these vendors are at shows every weekend.
Yeah.
And that's how they make their living. So if
Whoa.
you don't allow,
No. She's doing that for a reason. Our focus went off.
so if
No.
you don't like we don't ever have an issue with like other show owners coming in and like chatting with our vendors, and I know that some people have an issue with that. We don't, because we understand that you need to do more than one show to make money.
Yeah.
And we can't have a show without vendors. Just be polite about it. Yeah, just be polite, just come up and say, hey, we're from so-and-so, and, you know, I mean, we'd love to meet you. We've gone to several shows and seeked out the coordinators and the owners. You know, for that reason, we don't want to be rude about it. We want to let them know that we're there. We want to let them know who we are. And that's really all it is it's like a professional courtesy.
And, you
is
know,
all
if
it
you're
takes.
doing, whether it's a show or a business, like our business, if you're afraid of competition, you're probably in the wrong business. You know,
Correct.
we welcome competition.
We do
We've
too.
got people that come in here all the time that, you know, want to promote, you know, what they're doing, which is similar to what we do. We try to involve other oddity shops. You know, there's certain places around here that just won't have anything to do with us.
We have that same problem, and we
Even though
don't
they
understand why.
they're not an oddity shop, and
Right.
it just, you just wonder, okay, are they afraid of competition? I'm not afraid of any, even the bigger ones, the bigger oddity shops out of state, don't care. You know, down in Detroit, you know, Todd LaRosa, he's got his museum down there, he's got
Yeah.
an oddity shop. We're friends, we talk, we go, you know, he comes in here now and then. Not afraid of competition.
Right,
Because
right.
I'm confident in what we do and what we have, and
He's
we'll hold
confident in
on.
what he does.
Yeah,
A little
so,
friendly competition never hurt anybody.
It doesn't.
Well, and
Sometimes
then
it
if
brings
you-
out your best
it
self.
does, it makes you
Work harder.
work
Right.
harder and be accountable for what
Yes.
you're doing.
Yeah.
So,
Plus, you can network though too.
Yeah.
There might have some vendors that you guys don't have, and vice
Right.
versa.
And vice versa.
yeah,
Well, and that's, like I said, too, the other thing you gotta think about it is, you know, the distance.
Yes.
So if they can't make it all the way over to you, you know, from.
Maybe they can make it to you.
Yeah,
right?
you know, and the same with the other direction.
Yep.
You know, some people just, they're limited on what they can do, so why not have it available and help each other? That's the biggest
Absolutely,
thing.
absolutely. Those are our sentiments exactly. We always say, like, when people say, well, you know, what are you doing here? What are you looking for? Other show
Right.
coordinators,
Right.
we're like, we're not in competition with you.
Yeah.
And
I don't-
What are you afraid of?
Yeah, we're not in competition
Yeah.
with
Yeah,
you.
we
We
can
just, we're
promote
just coming by
them.
to say hi.
And like Hearst Fest, we promote them.
Yeah.
All the
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
we share
me
all
too.
their stuff as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Yeah, I love it, that's.
Hearstfest is a great
We
show.
don't-
We go every
We
year.
don't vend there, we don't have any affiliation there, but it's our go-to place.
Yeah.
That we go
But
to
we
every
have
year.
stopped going in character, because now we're to that point where it's like, you have to ask us before we're gonna get
Yep.
all dressed up
Well,
to
it's
hang
a
at
lot
your
of work.
event.
Yeah, it's a lot
It's a
of,
lot of work.
it's a lot of work.
Plus,
Well, and some
let's
of them
be
just
honest,
don't
when we
even
saw you
acknowledge
guys,
you.
yeah, and when we saw you guys last year at Hearstfest, you guys were sweating to death. It was so hot.
Yeah.
It was so
Yeah, that
hot.
was
So
ridiculous.
Jay and Bailing around says they can't wait to come up.
Oh,
for
we're so
this.
excited for you
Same
to
here.
come.
Does he have flavored coffee?
He will have flavored coffee. I did talk to him about this because we got some requests because he's like a very basic coffee dude. I am not a very basic coffee girl. So,
Me
I
either.
think Deadly Grants Coffee might be bringing a couple of things.
they're bringing a couple different flavors, plus Casey will have some different flavored creamers, some things like some cold foam and things like that, that he can, you know, make you a little bit fancier coffees, maybe some chocolate
And
syrup,
you must
and
lift your
caramel
pinky.
syrup,
Now
right?
you
Right?
totally- When you just said a cup of coffee, I'm,
Yeah.
See, I like a good, just basic cup of coffee with a
Little
little bit of
splash of
cream.
creamer. That's
And
how he
that's it.
is.
That's all I want.
hello, Shelley from Jackson.
Hello, Shelley from Jackson.
He says all the frou-frou stuff ruins the coffee.
No, come on, it's just no
It-
fun if it's not
It's,
true.
I either want to drink coffee, because she
Don't
has
lie.
got, no, that's what I'm saying.
Don't lie.
She's got me set on, no, I'm trying to support what you're trying to shush me on, so shush. She's got me hooked on a foo-foo coffee.
What's your foo-foo coffee?
What
of
is that
choice?
called?
See,
I don't
He
even know
doesn't
what the
even
hell
know.
it
He
is. I
can't
just
even order
heard
it
the
himself.
damn
it's
thing.
just, it's a caramel mocha.
Caramel
Oh.
mocha.
Well,
And
that's
it's
not
really
bad
good.
frou-frou.
Yeah.
On the level of frou-frou, that's like.
Well, yeah.
down
Yeah,
here.
you're right.
But I
'Cause
either
it's-
want coffee or I want that,
Right.
you know, so I'm
But
okay
it's,
with that.
but you know, the thing I think about frou-frou coffees is it's nice, it's like a little dessert treat.
But see, what I'm not gonna do when I go into those places to order that, whether it's just a black coffee, I'm not gonna say venti. I don't even know what the hell venti means. I'm not gonna say whatever the medium size is. I don't even know what it's called, but I know they got
I
a
don't either.
stupid name for
I'm
it.
not a Starbucks girl, so I always just say small, medium, or large, and they
Yeah.
look at me funny, and I'm like, look, man, you know your sizes.
Yeah,
Give
exactly.
me a
You know
small,
what I'm
give me a
talking
medium,
about.
okay? That's what I want to see.
Don't make me reach across that counter. Don't do it. So, we've got somebody else here, our audience member out there, and she's just pacing, she just can't wait to get
She
on
is.
here. So we're gonna bring her on. Who did you guys bring with us?
So, who we brought with us is somebody that a lot of people kind of think of as a unicorn. They don't think that she exists. So a lot of people who see Joel and I out together, because Joel and I go and do a lot of things together. Just a public service announcement. I don't despise Joel or anything, obviously, but I'm also not married to him.
Which-
Everybody thinks that, and it's
Yeah.
fine, it's fine. We don't take offense to it at all.
We did too, last
understand.
year
Yep.
when we met you, or a couple years
Yeah.
ago when we met you, it was like, we were surprised when there was somebody else.
Yes,
Right,
so
we're like, who is this?
Right, and I think people get that kind of, we get that knee-jerk reaction from a lot of people. People just assume, since they see Joel and I
Yeah.
together all of the time, that, you know, we're a couple, we both have wedding rings on, we act like a married couple.
Yeah.
I wench at him, I shove him,
Tell him
he
to
just,
quit buying
he
shit.
just says, yes, dear, and, looks at me very forlorn, because he knows I'm in a bad mood. So yeah, we very much act like a married couple, but actually, Joel's wife has been my best friend since childhood. So that's who we brought, was Nikki, because nobody ever really sees her. She just has a very high level of anxiety and doesn't do very well with crowds. So
Oh,
we
we're
tend
gonna
to keep
torment
her
her on here.
corralled.
We are gonna torment her.
But I'm gonna pop out and let her pop in so everybody can
I
see
didn't know.
her and know that she exists.
All right.
And
Bring it
hi,
on
Dan.
in. Bring it on in, Nikki.
If you heard me, Dan, hello. All right,
They
now
let me
there
out of
we
the
go.
basement.
There she
Yes,
is.
look
Don't
at
let her
you.
fool you. They lock me in a room sometimes.
You
They don't let
asked-
me out.
You ask for that.
So today's a special occasion, they let you out.
They did.
That's nice.
They did.
Just
No, I
for
just
us.
work a lot.
So you also have a day job as well, like
I do.
everybody else there?
I do.
Yes.
I do. And it's not, sometimes our regular jobs, that people get surprised at what we do. Especially when we're a little gothic and we're a little,
Yeah.
I'm a library assistant. Yeah, and I do contract work for museums and, so.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah.
Right.
But I am a partner. I do
Yeah.
do things.
I do things.
Joel drives a forklift,
Yep.
Okay.
and
Forklift
I,
for a
April,
living.
off camera, I'm a nurse, and that's the only reason I don't drive a hearse on a daily basis, is because I don't think they would take kindly to an ICU nurse parking a
Yeah,
hearse in the
that
parking
probably would
lot.
be good.
No,
That'd be
no.
funny.
I think
They
you're
don't have
doing it on
quite-
purpose.
I know, they don't have quite the same sense of humor I do.
No,
Right.
But yeah, I do exist. I am married to him by choice.
I'm sorry.
And, yeah,
And she
I
almost
do.
stood me up on our first date.
I did. I almost did.
Oh,
Actually texted April like, I don't know about this. Maybe I should just kind of leave.
And then I drove by the front of the restaurant. He was holding flowers. I was like, shit, now I gotta go in. He's got flowers. I don't
So
want
he
to break
bribed
this
you
man.
into it.
Ugh.
Right.
nice.
Yeah. Well, lots of people are saying they don't bite, and it's all good.
No, I do walk around sometimes at the show and be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And they just look at me, "Fine." And I'm like, "Shit, nobody knows who I am."
It just must be your neighbor walking around and.
That's your guys' face last year. And I'm like, "I'm Nikki,
Yeah,
I'm
she
Joel's
was-
wife," and they're like, "Oh, you do exist." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not a figment of his imagination. I do exist."
Looks like Scurvy's gonna make you something special.
Oh,
Scurvy, you have my heart. I swear to goodness.
so sweet. So
So
sweet.
sweet.
I can't wait for the Bad Kids Corner.
So what, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be a day.
Well,
Hashtag Bad Kids Corner.
yeah.
Hashtag.
Oh, everybody keeps telling me different names for this thing.
Well, if you guys,
That's what we call you guys.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
FYI, we
That's
put you
what we
all
call
in a
it.
little row and we call you the Bad Kids Corner.
if you guys don't know what we're talking about, if you just tuned in or haven't watched a previous show where we discussed it, this past Tuesday, I think we discussed it as well. The Bad Kids Corner, AKA Death Row,
Murder Row.
Murder
We got
Row,
all
whatever
kinds of
it's
names
called.
now, you know.
at the halfway to Halloween on May 11th, we have an entire row of us, the Baron and Cindy Night Show, Voodoo's World of Antiques, William from Twisted Critters, Sicken and Scurvy from Von Bones, Jeannie from Cuddly Creatures,
I think that's all of us.
all of us together. That's,
In a row. In a
Yep.
row.
this may be their last show.
Hello, Brian from Pittsburgh.
But it's going to be fun. We're going to have a lot of fun with it. What makes you drawn to what you guys started? What do you like about doing it?
Well, so Spencer Events actually started between Joel and I, because Joel used to vend. He used to be a vendor. Mostly antique, like toys and things like that. God, Joel, you've been doing it since what, you were 18?
Something like
16?
that.
Oh my gosh.
Started
So,
off selling on eBay, like,
Oh,
try
yeah.
flea markets, and
Yeah.
yeah. So Spencer Events was actually started to be a lot of different kind of events, like mom-to-mom sales and indoor garage sales and things like that. And then we did the halfway to Halloween. And then we liked it so much, and everybody got good reviews, and everyone was like, "Oh, this is great, nobody does this, this is wonderful." And then we're like, let's put all our eggs in a basket.
Yeah.
So yeah, I am the cutesy Halloween out of the three of us. I
Oh,
like
you're
to
one of
boot-
those.
Yep. I like to
She's the one who
go
wanted to do all of the other shows. Joel and I were just focused on
Yeah.
like halfway
yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah.
And not only that, I've been obsessed with Halloween for a while. I've
Oh,
been
yeah.
con acting for 10 plus years now, including home haunts.
Right.
Like, let's combine me wanting to be a vendor and
The hunt.
how,
the hunt
yeah,
industry.
haunts, and kind of combine that too, and that's
I
how this
just-
kind of came about.
And I've just had a gothy personality since I was young.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm the person, my dad, luckily enough, indulged me and built me a wooden coffin to sleep in my bedroom in as a teenager because he
Nice.
thought I'd die in a real one.
Actually, in junior high, I was terrified of April.
Really?
Hi, Amber.
Hello.
Hi, Amber.
Yeah, it's funny how you get the two different
Opposites.
personality
Oh, we are
opposites
very
as best
opposite.
friends.
And
Yeah.
talking of, like what we were talking about, Amber is actually, she does online live auctions for
Oh.
oddities, and her,
Oh,
it's kind of
cool.
funny. Her name is also Oddteeks.
Yes,
So
odd hyphen teaks as we're
Odd
odd
teaks.
teaks.
Yeah.
And we never knew each other. We'd never.
Nope.
They're just.
Isn't that funny? It's
I
such
just
a
threw it
small
together
world.
when I was in 2016 trying to come up with the name. I thought, well, we're going to sell oddities. When we open our shop, we're going to sell oddities and antiques. You know, and I was like, what can we name it? Odd teaks. And it clicked, and that's what we
His
went with.
brain almost
Oh
exploded.
yeah, there was like smoke coming out this one, oil leaking out of this one.
That little hamster almost died.
Oh yeah, that hamster was
Well,
toast.
you've been awful quiet over
Uh,
here, so what do you have to say?
We do have a very special announcement about a vendor who's going to be vending with us this year.
Let's see if you can say it right.
Yeah. Let's debate all the way here.
Zygoni Studios. A lot of you guys may be very familiar with their work.
A lot of people call them Zagon masks.
Yeah.
That's what I always call
Yeah.
it. Well, I don't know if that's the proper pronunciation.
It's actually Zygoni.
Zygoni.
Is it really?
Yeah, we
that's
had to
what-
ask.
Yep. Yeah, we had to ask.
Zygoni?
Yep.
Zygoni.
Yep, that's the proper enunciation of it.
You guys, what the hell? Who the
was
hell's
on
gonna
their
be able to
voicemail.
pronounce that?
Yeah, it was on their voicemail.
Yeah.
Well, Zygoni, we do have we got some of your masks in our shop back there.
They do great.
Oh,
Hi,
Yeah,
Ben.
yeah, we like their stuff.
don't forget to mention the raffle.
Ooh, yeah.
Everybody can hear you better than us.
know.
You're right there by the mic.
So, the raffle, we are doing a raffle this year. One of the,
Cameras up there.
should I make the announcement on some of the giveaways?
Sure.
If you guys ever shopped at Home Depot and actually seen the Predator, we got one brand new in the box. That's going to be a part of the raffle.
Yep.
Get him drooling over here.
The Marsh Monster, the guy with the horns, that's going to be another one,
I've named
brand new
him.
in the box.
I've named him Francis.
The Fisherman, that's going to be another one as well. And some of the vendors are going to be donating some things. Saguni Studios is donating a mask.
A lot of our amazing vendors are donating things, oh yeah, tell them why we're doing the raffle.
So the raffle, nobody from the show is making any money off the raffle. Everything is donated for the show. So the Washtenaw Farm Council Grounds is a nonprofit organization, and they are doing some major, trying to get some renovations done. So they've got this matching grant that they're trying to accomplish to get a brand new, beautiful, huge LED sign
Oh,
just
nice.
to promote everybody's shows that are
Oh.
there. They've got great 4-H programs and things like that. They do a lot of things with the kids and some equestrian things with horses. So we just want to, that's our home. So
Yeah.
we
It's a
want to
good
support
place.
our home.
Yeah,
So
it's
all
a
of the
great
money we
place.
make off the raffle, you can buy some raffle tickets, you drop it in the bucket of what you want, and then we pull it, see what everybody's won. All the proceeds will go towards that matching.
We'll have to donate something.
Yeah,
And there'll be some
absolutely.
prizes now as well for the,
He's always hitting me.
it's
Did
on-
you
it's on
see
vi- It's
that?
on video.
Yeah.
At least he hits you and he doesn't just poke you all the time.
Yeah. Hey, honey, hey,
He's got,
make me a sandwich.
I didn't necessarily mean that kind of poking.
Oh, okay.
And asking for a sandwich, definitely.
That don't work?
That kind of poking.
What the hell? What am I gonna do if I'm freaking hungry?
like you made it all blurry again.
Okay, I won't move anymore.
Oh, there will be some prizes for the costume contest as well.
That's where I was gonna ask, so
Yep.
go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
He
we're
just said
not-
it. There's gonna be,
He's gonna see what the
Yeah.
prizes are, zip it.
no, he's not.
Best in show, or best overall, I guess is the proper term for it.
Right.
Scariest, original, and there's 2 other ones as well.
Couples.
Couples.
And youth.
children.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
Yeah,
definitely
youth.
do a youth.
Yep.
I was
Yep.
just talking to Sin, and no disrespect or anything to the little girl that won that contest on the cheer awards. Deservingly so, wonderful, but they really need to make them separate.
Yes, they
From
do.
adults to
Adults
kids.
are a completely different land than
Yeah.
kids are.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing, you
And
know,
that's just
people,
cuteness overload.
Yes.
people vote, out of emotion. Oh, it's a
Yes.
little girl, she should win.
Yep.
You know, whether she does her own makeup or not, knows what's actually going on, we don't know. I assume she does, because they spoke very highly of her. But I really think they need to separate in any type of contest the kids from the adults, because it just.
You should be competing with your peers.
Yeah, there's no chance nobody, I already knew who was gonna win that before they announced it.
Yep.
Probably nobody else
Yes,
did too.
scurvy, Baron sleeping on the couch.
I completely agree though as well, scurvy, kids should have their own separate
Yes.
one.
Yeah,
And we did that at ours.
Yeah.
We did
Yes.
it as the kids, because it
Yep.
was, it's just, and we didn't even have like voting where people, we had judges.
Yeah.
judges. We
But
had
you still,
judges,
when
we
you
had
get
Judge Dredd.
They're cute, and you're like,
Yeah.
"Oh."
And everybody wants to vote for them because they're cute, especially if they're creepy and little.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Then it's even better because you're like, oh my gosh, look at the tiny, terrible person.
They're adorable.
They're adorable.
Rob wants to know if his dead body that he drags around counts as a couple.
Oh, that's a good question.
That's a good
What does
question.
he do with the dead body?
Drags it. He literally
We never
drags
said
it.
that
I mean,
it has
if
to be
that- if
alive or dead. We never made that mention.
You just opened up a whole new category.
Yeah, I
Look at
think
that,
we
now
found
they've
a
got to
loophole there.
reconvene.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a good
interesting.
one.
The hearses are also in a competition too.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
We do have
They
hearses.
enjoy that. I know they enjoy that.
And each
Yep.
church that pre-registers does get a special gift. So we'll
Sweet.
be unveiling the day of the show.
Awesome.
We're so
Only
excited
about,
about this.
outside of us 3,
Mhm.
there's like maybe 2 other people
The
actually.
judges.
That's
actually seeing what they are.
That's cool.
That,
And you guys are gonna love it.
that would be
You're gonna love it.
great if I had a hearse.
I know, why don't we have a hearse yet?
You're slacking. You need to buy
Hey,
a
hey,
hearse.
she's the money maker, I just sit around and look
I am
good.
too.
This is what I do right here, this is it, this is it.
You're just the pretty face. that
I am
sits
the
in front of
pretty
camera.
face, I'm just the pretty
Not
face.
even that. He doesn't even get that part either.
Bah!
I'm taking it all.
She's taking it all.
All mine. Everything.
Oh, my goodness. So if you guys are, this is May 11th, so we got a few weeks,
Almost 3 weeks.
3 weeks,
Almost.
okay?
10 to 6.
Get your stuff right. If you're out of state, it's worth the trip. I'm telling you,
Yes.
it's an all-day event. It's not one of those where you just go in for a couple hours and you're bored. Nothing else to see. It's a huge event, multiple buildings. You do have hearses outside and inside
Yes.
this year,
Outside
correct?
and inside.
So we encompass 7 buildings, 60,000 square
Square
feet
feet.
interior.
Not
And we have
including
up
outside
to
space.
17 acres exterior that we can use, so we
Yeah.
have lots of room to grow.
So
Yeah.
this
And
is a
20 acres of
huge.
parking too.
Yeah,
Yeah, the parking's great, lots of parking, you're close to the buildings.
parking's free.
Parking's free, that is huge.
$5 to get in the door.
Yep,
Still
And
huge.
the $5
12 and
gets
under
you,
gets free.
yep, 12 under free. $5 gets you admission to the haunted walk through the day of the event, the Hearst Car Show, the live performances,
Wow.
and the showroom floor.
For $5.
And
These
the,
days,
and
Paige.
the many food truck rally as well that you can shop from the many food trucks. We have about 11 food trucks signed up right now.
Yeah.
that's cheaper than a cheeseburger.
That's
Yeah.
cheap.
I'm gonna have to get
Five-
you to steal one. for
Well,
our
it's,
event.
it's
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Little
Work
Caesar
that in.
pizzas
Yeah,
aren't even
like, I need
$5
one, I need
anymore.
one.
So, what I was getting at is, this is well worth the trip. If you're out of state or you're further up north from here, make the trip. It's one of those events that it's worth it to buy plane tickets. You bought plane tickets and bus tickets and drove before to other big events. This is one of those events.
And to answer
And-
Scurvy's question about the 2-day show, we do have
Talking
one in
about, we
the
have
works.
two.
Shows.
Or or doing 2 shows
About
again.
doing two
Ah,
shows
okay.
again.
Ugh.
So, we've gotten a lot of questions about doing a Christmas show again. We are in talks about it.
We're talking about it.
Just give us a little bit of
We hear you.
grace time after the show, for us to recollect and figure out, our lives and what we're doing.
We hear you.
We do hear you.
But-
Also, just an FYI, I'm gonna throw this out. If we can get our attendance, to close to 6,000 this year, our plan is to move to a multi-day show.
Yep, it's in the numbers,
Yep.
guys.
It's
Make-
all in the
Make
numbers.
our goal happen.
It's up to you guys.
6,000
Up to you.
people. That's our goal, to make it a
A
multiple
2-day,
day,
yeah, 2-day show.
yeah,
Yeah.
a 2-day show. So, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
We're in it together. We want 2 days like you guys do.
Yep.
We want 2 days so we can add more.
Yeah, we just want to make sure it's worth it for all the vendors just to
Yeah.
do a 2-day show.
Yeah.
We don't want to split the attendance of a 1-day show and have half come on one day, other half from the other
Yeah.
day.
Because vendors are our first thought, so we want you guys to make money so we can make money and everybody's happy.
Everybody loves their
Everybody enjoys the
vendors.
Yeah.
show, everybody's happy when they leave.
And that's,
then-
there's a lot to consider too with doing a 2-day show,
Yeah.
because some of the vendors do come far away. They've gotta get a hotel.
Yeah.
Yep,
gotta
that's
eat.
added cost.
2 days they gotta
Cost.
eat. So they gotta make sure that, yeah, there's enough.
It's worth it.
It's worth it for them to do it. It's not
Yeah.
like just going to a 1-day, the costs are more minimal. 2 days is you gotta
It's
really
also
consider that.
exhausting.
Oh, it's
It's exhausting.
Not only that, the vendor fees go up since instead of paying for a
It's
1-day
2
show,
days.
you're now paying for
Yeah.
the event for 2 days. So that also goes up as well.
Definitely
We
a lot of
take
pros
all
and
that
cons.
into consideration,
Yeah.
so.
But you know, that's the thing though, if you grow and you get too big for your britches, you kinda gotta let it out a little bit.
Yep.
Yep, that is true.
And our whole business motto is slow grow.
Slow down.
Yes.
Slow grow.
That's what I keep trying to tell him. Can
It's
you
not-
please?
It's not a
believe me?
marathon.
It's
We
not.
Or no, it is a
love-
marathon. It's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Listen,
We would
everybody
love-
everybody has heard the story of the tortoise and the hare, right?
Yep.
We're the tortoise.
Yeah,
Don't
we
feed
wanted
the
it
bunny.
I
yesterday.
want it.
Don't feed the
Right
bunny.
now, right now.
Yeah, we
Give
have
me
that
more.
problem too, don't worry.
Well, this,
Yeah.
this museum off, you guys can't see it, but just off to our right here is our museum. That was supposed to this year, in January, take over where we're sitting in the studio here, way over to here. But I restrained.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, she said no.
Well, you guys,
Well, we expanded the store,
you know, I'm a museum professional by trade, right?
right? So, you know,
That's actually what her degree is in.
That is what my
Really?
degree
Yeah, she is a
Wow.
historical preservationist.
Yep,
Ooh.
museum professional, yep.
Yep.
that's pretty cool.
Yep,
So what does that
COVID.
mean you do?
COVID, anything from collections to policies to exhibits, all nine yards.
Oh, that's
Grants?
I like to tell
Grants?
Oh,
Grants, I
we need a
can write
grant.
grants.
You need a
It's
grant.
stressful, but I do it.
Grants are tough.
That's the one thing, that's the only reason, the only way this will expand. Because like I said, you know, you guys are sitting here, you know, everybody in here that has not been here doesn't know the space that we have.
Yeah.
So we have taken the whole back of this building,
Oh, yeah.
when we literally started with a 10 by 12 space.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we had a tent, the size of our
Carol,
tarot canopy tent thing here.
it does look
To me,
amazing in
It
here.
does.
That was the
Yes, it
size
does.
That's great.
essentially of our shop, just off to that side of this tent. That was what we started with, almost 3 years ago. Just this little space. Then we moved over here, across, you guys can't see what I'm talking about, but straight over that way, into a narrow, longer, bigger spot. A few months later, we doubled the size, went way over there. A couple months later, I need this space here for a museum. A few months later, I need a spot here for our tarot, I need my photography studio. So yeah, we have encompassed this entire back
He
of this
just keeps
building.
doing more and more, and
We
Yeah.
understand.
Well, just saying, if you need a grant, there's your
I
lead.
know, yeah, we're gonna have to talk about that. We need a grant. So
Yeah.
I want to, it needs to grow. It's tight in there, but it's a unique museum because it's a guided tour. You just don't walk around and look at stuff and look at little tags to tell you what it is. There's a story with everything in there.
That's why I got into it.
Yep, and we tell those stories of these paranormal objects.
Yeah,
the
you can take
funerary
her in
objects.
there when.
Yeah, just
Oh,
kind
we're going in there.
There, no
You
ifs,
know,
ands, or
You don't
buts
think
about
I
it.
saw the sign and been like,
Well, with that said, I think we're getting close to our time.
Scurvy, I love you. You were so nice, always putting out the info.
Always love you, Scurvy.
Yeah.
love scurvy.
Right, we all love scurvy.
That's another t-shirt. We love scurvy.
We do have, what's our next show? What's the next thing we're doing? Do you remember? We didn't
What are
bring
we
any
on?
cheat
It's-
notes.
I'm in April, so I'm like so
So-
confused.
Yeah, we weren't prepared for that. We normally have a cheat sheet here of upcoming events.
Oh, yeah, here, where's my phone?
No,
Is this
that's my
mine?
phone.
What did you do with mine? I gave you mine.
We do, yeah, the
Technical difficulties.
what is it, May 18th? So the
No,
week,
hold on.
May 25th? We've got World Goth Day
Second,
coming up.
Oh.
third, whatever, you know. No, that is the 18th.
Okay,
Don't,
May 18th, we got the World Goth Day, which is a thing, it's World Goth Day. But here in Rio Town, Ruckus Duran, who is the Michigan leader, director of the chapter for World Goth Day, he's organizing a big Goth Day event here where we've got, even down the street, we've got monster drag queens coming in.
Oh, cool.
We've got entertainment, we've got vendors, we've got food.
it's all
All-
day.
all day
and until
amazing.
2 a.m.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we'll
When is
have,
that?
May 18th.
so it's the
Weekend
weekend
after.
after your guys'
You guys have
event.
flyers for that
Oh.
event? Bring
They
flowers,
left it,
like,
yeah,
guys
yeah, we'll have to
can
get
pass
some
them
from
out.
them, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we got a few in here, but they didn't give us nearly enough. We got a poster or two.
But we can easily get them.
Yeah, we can get them, and we should have ours ready by then too.
Perfect. I was gonna say,
Right,
yeah, when's
the
your guys' event?
Yeah, oh yeah,
Oh, well, we're
that's,
not that far yet.
yeah, that's,
Well, no, I mean, we have it. Ours is August 17th for the
Yeah.
Screamcraft Bazaar, but,
that's in Leslie at Awaken Haunted Attraction.
yeah.
Yeah,
We're
see to
just,
check it out.
Yeah, because that's where I like to shop.
yeah, we're just getting really booked up, so if we try to tell everybody everything.
far
we're
ahead.
doing
Yeah.
ahead,
They ain't gonna
it is-
remember.
Yeah, because, yeah, May 11th, we have you guys. The May 16th live feed is, actually Monster Drag.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Will be
Sweet.
live with us that day, and I think they will have one of the characters.
Yeah.
I believe they're gonna be in
They're-
attendance at this year's
They're
show,
at
if
our
I'm not
show.
Yeah.
mistaken.
At your guys' show?
They're gonna be in attendance this year.
Awesome.
I don't know if it'll be the same group.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I know at least a few of them are gonna be in
And
drag.
drag.
Yeah,
Oh,
in
well, that'd
costume.
be
Yeah.
awesome,
Yeah.
yeah. There's a list, and even if you go on to the Monster Drag Brunch, they'll have who will be, it's called Opulent
Opulent Obscura.
is the actual show that's gonna be
That's here.
happening here.
Nice.
And then you can see the characters, I think I made a post on it on my page earlier as well.
And they'll have, the bingo, the monster drag bingo down at, down the street at,
No, that's
Yeah.
right here at Sleepwalker.
that's what I said, down the street over here, at Sleepwalkers. And then next door to that, pretty much, at the Robin Theater, they have some other performance during, oh, they're doing the film festival. They're showing a couple films.
Yeah, that's for the World Cup.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
But yeah, and then May 25th, we are gonna be doing another live broadcast from a show, Steampunk on the Bricks in Jackson.
That should be fun.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is fun, and I think that's where we're gonna leave it, because I don't think.
We'll leave it at that.
Yeah, we've got stuff in June, but we're not even in May yet, so.
So with you guys, your show is coming up here very, very soon.
Yep.
What's the biggest thing you guys are working on right now to prepare for that? What's like the biggest obstacle?
Oh. There's so many.
I know there's so many, just making sure all of our ducks are in a row.
Yeah,
We strive to be really organized.
Make sure placement is adequate, make sure there's not two or three people selling the same things right next to each other.
Yeah.
Make sure all that's spread out, all that
Yeah.
lovely stuff.
Our haunted walkthrough.
Yeah, that's
We're
probably,
working with,
that's probably the biggest
We're
The
working with
biggest
Scream
undertaking right
Machine
there.
and
Okay.
Deranged. Deranged is in Romulus. They're awesome. So is Scream Machine and Taylor. So they're helping us out big time with our walkthrough. So we're
Wonderful.
really excited about that.
My
Yeah.
biggest hurdle is attendance. You know how people,
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
that
have,
too.
like, they talk about those dreams where you're like walking through
He-
school
I have
naked.
nightmares about
Yeah,
that.
no,
I
my-
want to sleep
Yeah.
at night, guys.
My nightmare is like I become my dream person and I like learn to stilt walk and I'm walking through our venue and there's nobody
yeah,
but
that's
me.
always scary.
There's nobody.
Yeah, you get, no matter how organized you are,
Yeah.
how nice you got it set up, how cool, it's like, will they come?
You depend on
Will
the
they
public.
come? Yeah.
But if you build it,
If
they
you
will
build it, they'll come. You better
They keep
come.
saying that.
If we build it, you better
Keep
bring your
building.
asses and do it.
Like, it'll happen, because like I said, as we all grow, and we continue to network together, and the more people we start
Yep.
bringing in, we can,
I
we
feel,
can succeed.
I feel like that's a realistic fear for every organizer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
no.
you just, you
Any
have
business
that,
owner.
that gut
Yeah.
wrenching,
Period.
like, please let us do well.
Just
Please.
same thing with our shop,
Yeah.
Great idea, put cool stuff in there, will
Right.
they come?
Yeah,
So
me and
that's
April
what's
took
scary.
a week off work, like the week going up to her at that, we
Yeah.
took off just to
get
basically
ready
help
for
do
it.
the setup for
Yeah.
the
We'll
walkthrough.
be doing a lot of
Do-
setup,
yeah.
a lot of fielding phone calls and things like that.
So
Yeah.
see, again, with the planning your own event.
Yes.
Use your vacation time for
Yep.
your work.
Absolutely.
You wanna do your own
Absolutely.
event?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Joy's working a full-time job and running the event,
Yeah,
or one-day show.
yep, that's.
See, that's where we get it a
You gotta
little
love
bit
it.
easier, because we can work on it while we're at our work.
yes, yeah.
So it kind of works out.
Or I can just sleep in the corner over
My
there.
lunch breaks at
Thought
work,
about
all the postings that you guys see on Facebook, I generally work on those. They're getting like, okay, who I'm gonna do a spotlight on today. On my lunch breaks at work, or even my 15-minute breaks at work, I work on those.
I
Just
do
trying to
the
give you an
same.
idea.
Same.
I do the same.
Well,
I
definitely a
work,
lot
I
of
work
work.
at a library, so I stay after a lot and close it down. And yeah, it's just what you do.
I don't have that much downtime at my work, but in between, when my patients are demanding my attention, that's when I'll randomly answer text messages,
Right.
It
phone
takes over your
calls,
life.
and that's what I said, it is,
So
you
you
will
better
do
love
something
it.
with it every day, so you better love it.
You
It is
better
a
love it.
labor of love.
Yes, it is.
Well,
And if you have business partners, make sure that you like them.
yeah, that's the
Oh,
key.
not just that you like them, make sure that it's somebody you could be married to, because
Yep.
you will hate them at times.
Yeah.
Yep.
You'll
Yeah, we
drive each
know
other
all about
crazy.
that, don't
Yeah. All right, we're gonna wrap it up now. Our time is done, and I can tell because my nose is starting to hurt. This mask, after an hour, it presses really hard.
Oh, I know the feeling all too well with the mask that I got.
Yep, so that's when I know. I don't have to look at a clock or anything, I just know by this.
All right, so just recap your date, your times, the admission fee.
$5 admission.
Yeah.
Again, that gets you access to the Hearst Car Show,
Everything.
main showroom floor, Honda walkthrough, all that good stuff.
12 and under are free.
And we do have RIP tickets though as well for $85.
They're called
which
RIP
gets you
Beyond the Grave.
Yeah, which gets you access to everything that we just mentioned, the $5 admission, as well as a swag bag, a T-shirt, and also one ticket for Deranged Hunt for the following weekend, that 17th and 18th, as well as the Screen Machine, which is good for that 17th or 18th as well.
So yeah, you get 2
Very cool.
haunts with that $85.
Or actually, no, 3. They get our haunted walk.
Yeah.
You know, with our
$85
haunted
gets you into our show, and it gets you into Deranged and Screen Machine the following weekend for their halfway Halloween events.
Very cool, very
So,
cool.
and then it's in Ann Arbor, it's at the Washtenaw Farm Council grounds.
10 a.m.
You
to
guys
6
want
p.m.
information, our website and Facebook is always open, it's halfway to Halloween. MI for Michigan.com.
Scurvy's already on it,
She's
don't worry.
pop-
Oh,
She put it
okay,
on there.
thanks, Kirby.
So the address is right there. She kind of watches out for our comments and
Yep,
takes
you
care
can
of us
buy
that way.
tickets through the website, you can check it out, stalk us, we love stalkers on our website and our Facebook. So
It helps if they
it's-
stop.
it-
It
please-
does.
Oh, yeah.
Please stop.
Please stop,
Please
stalk
stop
away.
us.
Yep.
Just don't send me dick pics.
And if you
Yeah,
have
no,
questions, anybody has
I'm good on
questions,
that.
we're always open. You can leave us comments at our Facebook page or through the website, or you can email us. We're available.
Okay.
And just a side note, I know I talked about how hard it is to run a convention, but also understand that we do love interacting with our vendors. We love learning about them. We love knowing about them. We consider them our friend base.
Yeah, we
You
just
know?
talked about that.
Yeah.
That we've made so many friends that we would have never connected with, but we totally vibe
We just
with.
adore them, yeah.
We've made so many great
I mean, you
friends.
guys included.
Yeah. It's
You know,
awesome.
I mean, what are the odds of us running into each other?
We would have
Yeah,
never met.
exactly.
We would have never
No,
met.
we wouldn't have. We wouldn't have.
So this is just, it's awesome. It has its good points, it has its bad points.
You can find your community.
Yep, we found ours.
Yeah. I think what's happening here with the focus problem, because, again, if you guys missed the beginning of this, we had major difficulties. We had to switch over to our backup plan. Our live, or our yard streams was not working properly, so we had to go straight through Facebook. The flashing lights back there are messing with the focusing. That's what's going on.
Sometimes it's us doing this too.
Well, but we're not moving around a ton, it shouldn't be, but that is gonna affect autofocus, so. Again, we apologize for the crappy video, apologize for the crappy audio. Our
I don't
guest look-
apologize, I brought that with me.
Right, they brought the bad juju.
Sorry, it was her fault.
Our guests look great, Miss Cindy looks great, I am what I am, you know.
You guys always look
Love it or
great.
hate it, whatever. Thank you guys for coming, we will see you
Thank
in
you.
a couple
Thank
weeks.
you for
Well,
having us.
yeah, a week or two. Yeah, a week or two.
2.5.
We'll be back. So thanks for joining in,
Yeah,
guys.
thanks for having
Yeah.
us.
We appreciate it, thank you
Anytime.
guys for having us.
Oh,
We
yeah.
always look forward to hanging out with
Oh,
you
yeah,
guys.
always.
And as always, keep it real.